Welcome back to Squawk Box. At the Leadership Summit in Kiowa just yesterday, I spoke with Palantir co-founder and CEO Alex Karp in an exclusive interview. Take a look.
It's going to really crush a lot of businesses because for two reasons. One, it pen tests the underlying architecture. Because if you run an algorithm or an LLM on an architecture that actually doesn't work or is crumbly or crispy or somehow is only built for one use case, which is a lot of it won't work. It will also crush architectures because there'll be an inability on the LLM side or on the large language model algorithm to well, how do I create a barrier between them and my trusted network and the classified and non-classified? Also, how do I have a barrier between the algorithm or large language model and decisions that are ethical, involve ethics or norms, or I have to trust this before I shut down this plant, or I can't have everyone in every single office or every single hospital bed be of one demographic. And our business is built to do that. So the other thing about large language models and, quite frankly, algorithms is it's just really good for America because, first of all,
it's good for America because
it's while we struggle with imposing trust on it, and of course my company is in the business of that, and we have, I think, enormous advantages. If you try to do this in China or Russia, there are just too many things you're not allowed to research. The rules are going to be too stringent. They're not going to actually be able to build this. They're very far behind. The culture for building it is not exactly there. And then it's good for America because we have great allies in Europe, and we're just much quicker at adopting technologies.
We all talk about OpenAI, but obviously Google is trying to do this. Others are trying to do this. Is this kind of technology ultimately become a commodity? Or is there something very specialized about it?
Well, the large language model a lot comes down to powering the consumption. So they're going to be very, very large language models. I think they are going to end up being somewhat specialized, but the real value, the part is going to be the intersection between your business logic, your business norms, or your laws and ethics, and large language models. And the people who get all those three are going to make money.
Should we be scared about the power of AI, the power of these models? Because right now they're being used to, write poetry.
Yeah,
when they can create a transaction or do something on the battlefield, what happens?
They already are. So they are very dangerous. But the reason we have to continue down the path is A, we have adversaries that seem to be bereft of any kind of ability to control their behavior.
Right.
And B, the American economy is still the most important in the world. And what do we know about the American economy? It's the most adaptive.
Are we at a transformative moment? I mean, when you hear Sam Altman talk about the future of this, there are some who say this is like, the browser, back in the day. That this is one of those moments where we're going to look back in time and say this is it. This transformed.
I think there are two moments. Honestly, is somewhat ill-modest of me. The war in Ukraine and large language models have fundamentally changed the world, and you cannot put this back in the box. But then there's the question is, how can you trust either? So you don't want the AI in the hands of Russia and China that we have. You don't want the LLMs. What is the trust variable? And first of all, society cares about that. It happens to make trust work. You need an ontology, you need branching, all these technical terms. It exists, but the simple layman's terms is if the LLM tells me gives me information on cancer research or how I should distribute hospital beds, is that what I actually do? And that requires a control function between the business logic, ethics,